going to begin painting the blue parts, the color that everybody has voted for. And so everybody knows, everybody wanted me to paint flat earth first and then the green. But we'll do flat earth on all the parts, give it a coat or two, and see what we got. First up, let's start with this leg here. I'm going to give it one pass. And then I'll let it dry and give it a second pass. While I was preparing these parts, I was also I primed the inside a bit. I primed it a little bit more, just so I can cover any nooks and crannies that I missed. All right, so that's good. I'm not going to overburden the part. You know, I want to take my time on this. All right, so here's the front part, the top part of the body. Kind of like the flat earth. It's a good color. It reminds me of the desert yellow paint that I used on my high-grade Jesta, which now I'm kind of thinking I may want to put this on, you know, do something with the Type C, since the colors is not coming out right, or maybe it's not properly. Well, you guys know what I mean. It didn't come out the way I thought it would. It is, of course, salvageable, so... Alright, that's not bad. The inside I'm not painting because that's going to be covered up with that frame. Now here's the back armor of the thrusters, which at first I said that I was going to drill the holes, but I said, you know what, I'm not going to do it. I'll just give it a, you know, a trim, you know, panel line it. Now, for those of you who are joining this program, of course, I'm doing this first. Wait until it dries. Then I'm going to top coat it, which I finally got top coat. Then, once it dries, when that's dry, I'm going to take the sticky tack, mold it into the shape that I wanted, and then apply it onto each part. Okay, here's a part of the arm. One other thing, of course, that I noticed is that I can't do the same pattern all over the place. I mean, the body, the arms, the legs will probably have the same pattern. But the smaller extremities, like the back of the hands, probably the shoulder armor, or excuse me, there's a shoulder piece that goes right under the bicep armor, and of the head. That one I'm going to try to do the same thing, but make smaller patterns. I'll explain that, of course, when I get to that point, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So that's here's the head. I was going to hook it up to the, or actually this is the front part of the head. I was going to hook it up to the back portion of the head, but I'll do that after I'm finished drying, you know, when this part dries. Might as well finish up the head. I'm sorry to say you guys can't see the roughness that it looks on this on the kit. I will do close-up shots later on so you guys can see all this. And like I mentioned before, oh, here's the head. So, I mean, here's the foot. Like I mentioned before, I really liked how the putty, how I applied the putty onto this kit came out. It came out really good. I was impressed with it. I'm hoping to do that again for future kits. You know, maybe a master grade or another high grade kit. The bottom part of the foot, I'm actually considering of painting it black or maybe gray again. So I think I'm going to leave it the way it is and just paint up the top part. Alright, so that's done. Okay, here's the shoulder armor. Starting to look really good. And of course, the orange parts, the yellow parts, those are going to be repainted. I'm going to cover it up with the tape, the Tamiya tape, and then I will repaint it again, the insides with the color orange that I have. So let me finish up the remaining parts, and then I'll show you the next thing that I will do with this kit. Okay, as you can see here, here's a small sample of all the parts that I've painted flat earth. And like I promised, I wanted to do a close-up shot so that you guys can see the work that I put in. You see the rough texture that I've created on this? It's pretty much the effect that I was looking for. This one's a nice example. Pretty good. And then I assembled the head so you guys can see this. Let me see if I can get the light around here. You see that? Again, thanks to Crap Monkey for sending me that link and to remind me how to do this. We had me and Prime 92 were watching it together, and we watched it ad nauseum, so we knew what to do. She's actually considering on doing the same technique on her future kits as well. Yeah, it came out pretty good, and I really like how it showed. The next thing, of course, is the part that I was telling you guys about is putting on the putting on the sticky tacks on these parts. And as you can see over here, I got them already. I'm judging by the size. I think I may have to reduce it in size, but let's actually, you know what? I need the other one. Just put this on. Of course, I can pop it out once I'm done. So the idea will be to do this. I hope everyone is getting the general idea of what I am attempting to do. This is a perfect substitute for those of you who cannot get yourself a Tamiya masking tape. You see? Let's do the legs. I've got to think of how I'm going to do this one. We'll do it that way. The one unique thing about putting a rough texture on the part is it adheres to the tack pretty well and it won't slide off. But of course you have to apply a little pressure. Whoops. Looks like I'm going to be using up all these tacks on this leg, but fortunately I have more. Come on, stay there. Yeah, this is going to, some of these are going to fall off pretty well. There we go. Now I'll use that over here. Yeah, this one used up a lot. I'm gonna have to prepare the others. Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna take some time for me to set up. So you guys got the general idea of what I'm gonna do with this. The head, of course, I have the smaller version of the tack. I was once thinking of doing a skull face on the Kampfer. I was thinking of doing that, but I said, nah, it's probably not a good idea. I'll leave it to somebody else who probably will like doing that, putting a skull face on the Kampfer, on the front part of the Kampfer's face. Hold on a second. There we go. Alright. That pretty much looks okay. I may have to redo it again. I'm not feeling how the pattern's looking, so yeah, because I don't want like large globs. I want to be like, it's large but thin, something like that. All right, okay, so I'm gonna start applying all these tacks, which I'm now gonna slice up some more, and we'll begin painting J.A. Green.